It's a scary situation any pet parent may encounter. Your dog or cat gets sick, maybe they start choking, maybe they pass out, and you don't know what to do. There are some easy steps you can take to keep them safe and healthy until you can get them to the vet. So Erica Ferrari is from CPR Seattle. She's got some really good advice here, and we're going to do a little demo as well. Good morning, Erica.
Good morning.
Thank you so much for being with us.
You're welcome.
So I guess, I have 2 pets, and I guess I've never really considered this. Like, what if my dog passed out or their heart stopped, or how do you do CPR on a dog?
Okay, so we have our 2 models here. So the first thing is, I don't know about your pets, but after a walk, they could look like this.
Yeah, and they kind of collapse and get
not
tired.
move at all, but
Right.
be perfectly okay. So the first thing we have to do is just check for responsiveness.
Okay.
So like for humans, right, this is our core area. For pets, it's more of their back, and it's a sensitive area. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of position ourselves towards the back end, and we're just going to tap and say, hey, are you okay?
Right. Hey, are you awake?
And the reason why we want to go kind of towards the back is if they wake up, like you've probably seen on Facebook videos, they zoom that way.
You're right. You're right. That's
so
a
we
good
don't
point.
want to be in
their
their
line.
line of fire,
Okay.
right? So say, hey, are you okay?
Are you
If
okay?
there's no response at all, then what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 things. We're going to check for a pulse, and then we're going to check for breathing.
Where do you check for pulse on a dog?
So pulse is kind of where humans have it too. Is it's in the growing area. So it's literally in the crotch crease right here.
Oh, okay.
Panini's helping. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to check with like these 2 to 3 fingers right here. Never your thumb, because your thumb has your own pulse. So,
That's yes, girl. You found it, girl. Good job, Panini.
so we're going to go in there and we're going to check for that pulse. At the same time, we can kind of get low here. And what we're going to do is we're going to look for that chest to rise and fall. We can also feel for a breath coming out of the mouth.
Oh, like maybe the
On the-
nose
yeah.
too. Okay.
But even if it's your own dog, if they're under duress, they can even unintentionally bite you, right?
Right.
So I wouldn't feel too comfortable even with my big German Shepherd having my face.
That's a good point.
near his
Yeah.
snout. So, okay, so if we do find a pulse, but we don't have breathing, okay, then we can just do some rescue breaths. So what that would look like is, and we won't do this, is we can put our mouth over their nose. And if it's a little dog like Panini, we can even put our whole mouth over their nose and mouths. And for rescue breathing, we would want to give 1 breath every 3 seconds. And then every 2 minutes or so, we would check for the pulse again.
Now, what about how about compression?
Yeah, so if we don't have a pulse and we don't have breathing, then what we would do is we would start with compression. So from here to here is the rib cage, right?
Yeah.
So what we would do is we would position ourselves just like a human being, and we would go ahead and we would do 30 compressions. So there's a little box in yours, and so when you push down, it'll click. And
Oh,
what that
you do
does,
feel it.
yeah. So you want to press down about half of the rib cage. So for a big dog, right, like my German Shepherd, he's 120 pounds, I would perform CPR like this.
My dog is 7 pounds, like
Yes.
Panini.
So with the dog the size of Panini, so less than 30 pounds, you could have 1 hand on top and 1 hand on the bottom.
All right.
Or a cat.
Oh, there you go. That's
right?
good too.
So you're compressing about half of the chest width. And you're going to do that 15 times, and then you're going to do 2 breaths. 15 times.
15 and 2.
2.
Okay, so if you're watching right now and you're thinking, I need to learn this, or I could learn so much more, because I got to admit, even as a pet parent, I'm not too sure about this. Yvonne Warden, we also have a couple of pet CPR classes coming up at Seattle Humane. Can you talk about that quickly
That's
here?
right. We're offering a few workshops this year. You can sign up for them on seattlehumane.org, where you can learn some of the essentials, pet emergency response, and CPR.
Okay, so seattlehumane.org. And also, if you want any of this information, we also have some printouts. It's cprseattle.com.
Right.
All right, Erica, Yvonne, thank you so much. Panini, I get it. I mean, these are basically big dog toys for you. So having a good time. Such a sweetheart. And she'll still be available, by the way, Seattle Humane at 11 a.m. It's cprseattle.com and seattlehumane.org.